The last 4 months, I have been fully depending on God alone to provide financially. And I want to share a testimony, this coming from someone who has always struggled with trusting in God financially. My perspective on it was that I had to physically work in order for me to make the money that I needed to be financially stable. It was hard for me to try to bring God into my finances, but I was able to bring God into every other facet of my life. And recently, God reminded me of Mark 11:24. And I realized that the part of the scripture that I kept skipping over was the fact that I needed to believe that I have received it. I would ask God, but I didn't believe that I have received it. So for the last 3 days, I've been putting into practice believing that I have received what I'm praying for. And believe, the Hebrew definition of believe is to entrust something to someone, right? And it talks about God's fidelity. The word fidelity means faithfulness to a person. So we have to confide and trust that God is faithful. The other day, I realized we needed a couple of items in my house. And I remember praying and I said, God, hey, I need these couple of items. I pray that you make a way. I would usually find a way that I had control over for me to get the money to get what I needed. So I go about my day. A couple hours later, someone ends up sending me money. And it was the perfect amount of money that I needed for all of the items that I wrote down on that list that I presented to God. I want to remind you all that it's not enough to just ask God for something. It's not enough to just pray fervently. You have to have full confidence in God's fidelity and his faithfulness to you, believing that he can do it for you.